Let's drop you here. Even though you're really fucking crooked, and I'll never fucking see it again once I seal this, but I'll know it's crooked underneath. So if you ever want to know, yeah. Welcome to my own craziness. Okay. You come up there, which is fine. But I could get you here, and that's already better. Okay, so we could pull you now. We can almost pull that one out of there. But we have this guy that we have to deal with, and he is going to be in a tricky, tricky place. Okay, so how do we want to do this guy? Honestly, we could do that guy there, like that.
There.
The problem is, I actually don't know where that goes.
There.
Where are you?
There.
Oh, don't tell me. You do, you dick. Okay. Now I need to figure this one out. This is the tricky one.
Sure.
You're gonna be sticking on the outside where all the lights are, and it's gonna look like shit. And you've got the pump up there too. Well, truth be told, we probably need to put some of this in. I mean, already I could pull this guy out. He doesn't need to be there. Well, that's a start. Okay. Let's get the pillar started. You know that that one's in the fucking way.
What about Chunky Cow?
Alright. Let me get up here and get this fixed. I don't think this is quite in the right spot anyway, but it did show I was going to need to move that. That's fair.
away. Meat.
I didn't get it in far enough. There it is. Now it's in there better. There it is. What a crazy thing this has turned out to be. Okay. We know that this is actually good underneath. Actually, what we need to do is get rid of the lights all the way down. I'm gonna leave those. I don't think taking all that out, putting it back again. Getting most of it out of there is gonna be fine. Okay. So we have that. I think we're okay with it on the inside like that. On this steel post, I think this works. Except for this. Even then, that one's not bad.
Hey.
It's not into the lights like it was on the other side. So, we can live with it this way. I just needed to move that one over, which we were successful in doing. Buddy, sometimes. Just kidding. Just kidding. Actually, all things considered, that actually usually only happens if I have batteries that die on my laptop, so in all fairness. Okay, so we have that. But we're coming together. Something does not smell good in this house. Sitting there going like, man, I'm like, ugh. I think I know what it is too. Can I get it up in there? No. This is the only part that is kind of annoying about it, but it saves me a lot of time. But yeah, now you gotta see how this is coming together now. Just gotta figure out where we're gonna put all these posts and everything. That's the only thing that I haven't decided yet. It feels a little... I want to make sure that when we have everything in place, that this thing just looks phenomenal. Right. But I kind of feel like today I'm not making good progress, though. I feel like it's taken forever to get this in. But in all fairness to myself, I had to go rebuild the blueprint too. So, yeah, this is looking good. You need to go here. All right. You need to go there. When it lines up just like that, I know it's in the right place. This will be fun because we're actually going to have to attach this pipe to this thing. Alright, let's go get more quartz crystal, because burnt through like a ton of it. We gotta put a roof on that too, which is probably gonna be this building again, the floor that we did earlier, but yeah. I like it. We have to do this building a lot still too. It still needs some, it has a lot of its exterior lights on as well. In fact, it's got a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny at how that works actually. In this game, you're like, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Yep. That's what's going to happen here on this build when we rebuild it. And I always kind of knew it was going to get rebuilt, so I laid it all out so that it was laid out a very specific way. To make it so I could take it back apart again. Yeah, infrastructure takes the longest. Once you have it in place, it's there. That's kind of why I've been doing a little bit of it here and there and everywhere. I've kind of got everything laid out on the tools website. I actually do have at least the basics up, more of a guide than anything else, because I know it's all going to change with how I'm going to build it. So once it goes, basically it's like for the random recipes that the armory needs for all the ammo and stuff, and then it all will come together. Yttrium is going to be a big train along with the quartz, and I think that sulfur's not going to come over here, except for a truck. So I don't have to worry about sulfur, and it's copper and iron. I'm not quite sure where we're going to put the quartz train yet. This building will have the same pillar and design. This came out really good, by the way, how this is all coming together over here. That's why I'm not in the biggest hurry to get the trains up and running. I just have to get the rail line in and around the base put in so I know where it goes, you know? I don't have any physical way up here yet either. I haven't put stairs in, which is usually a problem. I always forget to do those, but it's not like I haven't done them, I just haven't done them. Partly because I don't know where to go up at, and it's going to be in one of these corners, and I think it's going to be over here on this side, like here. We're gonna do a stairwell, I think, here, and do another one down here. I might do one on this corner as well. I can't do one on the other side because of train choo-choo track reasons. Okay, you need to come out. But we're probably gonna go and let this bake for a while, and then, of course, I built it the wrong one. Utility crawl space, like for your... Ooh. For like, your belts and whatnot, or just to be underneath the factory? Because I have a couple different ways of doing that. The height for my floors now, on my logistics floors when I build them, they're either 12 or 16 meters. Minimum now of 12. If they're going to be manufacturers above, they'll be 16. From so four 4-meter foundations, I need to use 2-meter floors. I use the 2-meter floors to run power in between, so I end up with a space of either 10 or 14 meters, and that's usually sufficient. Sometimes on manufacturers, 10 is a little tight, especially if you have multiple machines on that floor that take different things. Can't do this corner anyway. Okay, fair enough. I don't think this thing needs any more pillars. I think that's the right number. But yeah, 16 is... Because you could put plenty... If you don't have a lot of materials, you could get away with narrower. But if you got manufacturers, yeah, they're a problem. So... The question I have to ask myself on this build right now is, do I really want to put another pillar in or not? In the center. Like right here. Like, I already know what I'm going to do in here. We're going to have lights that shine down inside of this. But I don't think I'm going to do much more beyond what I've done. In fact, let's put this in. I'm gonna work on this for a few minutes while I think on the other items. I really want to get a feel for what this is gonna look like too. You are 2 meters higher, aren't you? You are. We need to be able to walk down there, but we also know that that is a different height. Okay. I am pretty... And the only reason I've come up with those numbers, if you don't run your power in the floor like I do, you can get away with a 1-meter floor, and you would have gained that extra meter. But I am also very picky about that, too. I think, ooh, shit. Damn it. I think I had this set as chrome as well. Man, my core just... I'm my own worst enemy. I keep knocking my board underneath. I'm actually fixing to get the desk all redone here real quick, too. I've decided on chrome handrails in here, too. That was the other thing I decided on. Because they look really good. In fact, we could do that for a minute, and we can get all the chrome in here. Put the ramp in like that. You know what else would work here? We pick that out and just go this. Now we can get up and get in there. This is pretty good. I'm liking that. It's interesting when you look at it, you start putting the walkways in, this pipes and everything are just sticking up through. The next thing you know, you put all the material in underneath, and it's like you put the beam, these pieces in, and it just changes the whole character of it. So. We're gonna go ahead and continue this theme. And again, this is the adding that levels, and we're gonna put the lights in here too. Very different way, but yeah. They're gonna go, they'll be in here sooner than later. The main thing is, the hard part is, and this is what took me a while to figure out actually, is you kind of almost have to figure out what works for you and how you like to hook everything up, and then you just start building around it. I'm very much that way. I build, I know what I know how I like to build now, so I tend to build towards that. That's kind of like how I just. I'm not afraid to sit there and say, you know what though, I'm gonna try something new, a new design. I mean, you've been on my channel enough to know that normally I don't build like this at all. Normally, usually I'm pretty. My builds tend to look a lot alike in some ways, as I've grown as a player. So what I've challenged myself on this one is to use more lights, use lights as color in a lot of ways. Use all the materials and all the different types of things we have in the game to play with to get a variety of looks and feels. Not be afraid to, you know, see other designs and adapt them for my own use. That's another one. I have no fear of doing that. If I see something that's cool or that works for somebody, I will try it. You just duck underneath these, I guess. We gotta work on stairs upstairs, and we're gonna leave you like that for right now. I'm not sure what this is gonna look like yet, but we will figure it out as we go. You are probably gonna be a corner piece, so. Yeah. I'm very much a form follow function person though too, and I try to find ways of, like, if I didn't have a jetpack, how would I get around the factory? Right. I can walk up here. The only thing that I would need to do to really make that happen, and it's just a minor detail, like I could get down here, right? It's stupid. It's like, you know what? It would just be a ladder, just like that, right? Oh cool, I can get down there. It's that detail that I think makes a huge difference. So this was one of the things I was thinking of on this build. I don't think I'm symmetrical though, my build right now. Actually, no, I think it is. It's just, it's weird at how it all comes together. But yeah, you just the little things. How do I access this area? Using ladders a lot more to access instead of stairways everywhere. That's another thing that I'm okay with on this playthrough. But yeah. Why are you on the wrong side? But yeah, it's kind of what I've been focusing on, is just like the little details of the build. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be the appearance of... There, alright. But yeah, basically that. Right. These are like the most annoying sounding things ever in here. I actually cannot stand these things. They are like the generator sounds so terrible. The fuel gens do. I think they don't sound very good, but I've always kind of felt that. I'm gonna just go down one side, then flip these the other way. Otherwise, it's gonna annoy me. You go down here. And we'll just drop these guys in like that. And this will probably be a pretty much all the way through type thing. We just have a lot of it to build. Not real sure if there's an effective blueprint for it the way that I have it laid out right now. We'll have to see on that. But yeah, basically that's kind of what I was thinking. Just like this. Well, yeah, if my water comes in the fastest way. Well, no, my water comes in from the longest way away that you could get pretty much over here. All right, let's go check a couple of the items. Let's go see over here. I need to work on the stairwells on this and then put the roof on that. Let's check our fuel. Still about the same. Still about the same. Okay. So yeah. All right, so if we're gonna do this, we want the stairwells in this vicinity, which means we probably need this area raised up, and that's okay. So what we could do, yeah, we're gonna use my favorite thing in the whole wide world is these things. We're going to use these to kind of separate parts of the factory here. It's like that. So what's the next thing? We need to get up in both corners. So how do we get up in both corners? We have you. I have this here. I like this. How do we get the stairs down? Where do we get the stairs down? That's the next question. Okay, so you're here. You are dead center in the middle. Okay. Um... All right. We're 4 meters up here. This also will allow me to get up here too. So if we have a walkway that's above,